I am currently playing as my higher level. I'm going to be showing y'all the tutorial to what you want to do at a mid-level and a higher level, all within the span of an hour. So you might want to strap in and get your pause buttons ready in case you want to pause and watch something. Was gonna want to get ready for this. So, first off, alright, it says I'm live. I need to go get my YouTube link, blah blah blah. But whatever. So, really quickly, when you become a higher level, you're immediately gonna notice something. Battles are going to be harder if you don't got the right setups. If you're still using your lower level setups. So if you don't do these few things that I'm going to show you, you're probably not going to live. I'm doing this video within an hour and probably a few minutes. So what you'd want to do first is, of course, what you want to do whenever you get to a higher level. I'm going to show you the higher level part because this is actually the least confusing stuff for me, considering I know higher level stuff a lot better than mid level. Mid level is around 20 to 40. That's mid level. You start to actually become a higher level when you get to 41 and up. Considering that you're an admiral now. Rear admiral at 40, but you're an admiral at that. So as soon as you get to a higher level, you're gonna notice that your ship slots are getting low if you decided to buy ships. Now, you may think that you should just discharge them. Don't discharge all your ships. If you really want to keep that ship around, go dry dock it. That's what I do with a lot of my ships that I don't use anymore. I keep them in dry dock. I have 10 in there right now. I have 4 tier 5s in here. Like, let's say you get a Mirror Assault Cruiser, such as the one I have highlighted right now. That Mirror Assault Cruiser is going to only be for character, but you're probably not going to be able to get it back again. Or the Ryzen Corvette I've got. That Ryzen Corvette, you're not going to be able to get that back again. Keep it. You may find a use for it, may not. Or sell it on the, or instead of opening the box, I could have sold it. But I opened the box and now I'm very sad. I could have gotten a lot of credits for it. My friend is messaging me. I'm not gonna respond currently because I'm live streaming and I don't want to interrupt this. But you want to dry dock your ships. Especially if you know you're not gonna be able to get that ship back ever, or there's a very low chance of you getting it back. Now, when you reach, I'm pretty sure, probably level 45, you're gonna get something called Admiralties. These are very important. You're gonna want to complete them all. Mine are all at level 10, but I still don't have all the tour of duties complete. You want to try and complete those. You get 2 specialization points. Specialization points, I'll teach you what those are in a little bit. Here. I always like to skip the like low ones, but in case you're really desperate and you see like something there that you really want, but you can't skip it, you don't want to buy any skips for it, do the low time, and just put like small ships in there, like that. And in the Constitution class, boom. Light cruiser in Constitution class, that makes up perfectly just enough. Tow damaged ships. This one is tactical and engineering is needed. So we're gonna have a heavy cruiser, and then we're gonna have Harvo, and why not a shuttle? Boom. Doesn't matter if you complete them, if you win with them, as long as you're getting experience from them. If it fails, so what? Your ship should be repaired. Also, your ships will need to be repaired. These are all Admiralty ships. So in case it says something such as, you have a new ship, but you don't see a new ship, it's in here. Your Admiralties, such as Quark's Triumph, the VSS Tanus, whatever, IKS Heck, Assimilated Assault Cruiser, ISS Stati, which frankly I basically already have that ship, RRW Zendaya, CUV Tina, Tyne, whatever, and the USS Rhode Island. Those are all Admiralty only. You cannot actually get those ships. Non-Admiralty only ships are ships that you buy or you earn. So for this one, it's a tactical one. It's got 40 on tactical. And it does have a lot of engineers. What you're gonna want is I'm gonna put my multi-vector advanced escort there. Already complete. It's got the science and the engineer it needs. It's got 15 plus all when alone. Yo, I just heard you talk.
Wait, what?
Hi. You're talking finally. There you go.
Yay!
Yay. I don't know if people can hear you, but yay.
Yay.
So for this one, this is an equal one. This one we're gonna have equally. So this one you're gonna want to put. Oh no, it's tactical. Thought it was equal. You know, actually let's do the equal one. This 30-minute one, everything is 15, 15, 15. So what you're gonna do with these little ones? Put some pretty much just one ship can fit in there. And there's a tour of duty right there. If you do a tour of duty, you will get a reward of 50k. Now these tour of duty, you will want to put your best ships on. So these ships that you cannot use in real combat, you might want to use them here. Such as the Assimilated Assault Cruiser. That'll do nicely. Success chance, pretty good. The VSS, oh wait. Oh my god, that brought it up to 100%. But put your best ships that you could put on here on it. Boom. Try fill all the requirements. I'm just gonna overfill them just to show you what happens. If you fill them all up with the ships that are necessary, it's not gonna really do much. If you fill them all up. If you don't need to fill them all up, you don't need to fill them all up. Also, this game is called Star Trek Online. You might want to get it. It's pretty fun, and also it's free, and also you don't need to spend money on anything in this game. But I chose to. Also, you have a limited number of slots. I can do 3 more. What this is you have Federation, United Federation of Planets. You can do Klingon Empire, Romulan Republic, and Ferengi. I'd focus on your main faction first. That's what I do. So this is a mostly science vessel. Boom. Jem'Hadar Vanguard carrier. That's a science mostly. Believe it or not. Boom. That's Skyer Intel. Alright, it doesn't fill all requirements. We're just missing a little bit in engineering, but it's not going to do much. We're still pretty good on it. Try to fill these up every time. You want to do all of them. Mirror Gargarian cruiser. Oh, Mirror Guardian cruiser. Fleet Dreadnought. And then, boom, Prototype Light Cruiser. Boom. And you can do one more. It's 10, 0, 20. So, boom. Done. Now you can't put any more in here. Now, what I was talking about was specialization points. Specialization points you can no longer level up when you get to level 65. That's what specialization points are for. The more experience you get, the more specialization points you get. You want to get specialization points for a lot of stuff. Let's see. Okay, specializations. I have Commando specialization, 100% done. I have none in Constables, none in Strategist. I have some in Command Officer, some in Intelligence, a lot in Miracle Worker, well, not too much. I have completed Pilot, and I have some in Temporal Operative. And these basically help you out in combat, get you do more damage, or take more hits, and help you out in certain situations. Like if you're flying temporal ships, I'm pretty sure they help you out with that if you complete temporal. Pilot, definitely help you out if you fly a pilot ship. A little faster. Now the lower levels, I'll do that one another day. But anyways, another thing you're gonna want to do is, let's say you got a lot of ship equipment, that you don't like, or you need new ship equipment that you need. You go to this person over here. This person, you will be able to buy ship weapons, ship equipment, shuttle weapons and equipment, consumables for starships, and tech upgrades. These tech upgrades, I'll show you what they do in a little bit. Jesus Christ. I'm buying that. I don't know what that does, but I'm buying it. I got enough for it. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of ships, and I've currently got this ship selected. Now, this ship, as you can see, it's only got one aft weapon. If you ever get a ship with 1 or 2 aft weapon slots, always have a turret placed in them. Always have a turret. Yeah, or omnidirectional beam. You always want to have a 360 weapon on almost any ship you got. Doesn't need to be every ship. It's just recommended for a lot of ships, such as this one. I have 2 turrets and 1 omnidirectional beam. And then it's got 2 cannons facing the front. Dark matter torpedo. I'll show you why that thing is not there at the moment. In a little bit. As you can see, I've got a few other ships. This one has 2 weapons in the back. Another example. I have 1 turret in the back and 1 omnidirectional beam in the front. Side. And the rest of the weapons can focus on the front mostly, but those ones are able to focus all around. Same with this ship. Most carriers you're gonna want omnidirectional on. Somewhere you're gonna want an omnidirectional. You're gonna want something that can shoot 360 around your ship, so that you are not defenseless when they get behind you, in front of you, on your sides. I have 1 cannon on it. One forward direction cannon. You're just not supposed to move with the carriers too much. Carriers are slow and steady, and they let their fighters do their work. You always want to stand back with a carrier. This is a pilot ship. I'm going to say this now for every pilot ship. You want to have forward-facing weapons a lot on these things. Forward-facing weapons on pilot ships are very useful. They're supposed to be a hit and run. They're glass cannons. You shoot, you do a lot of damage, but in return, you take a lot of damage, and you just basically cloak immediately after. That's why I got a Romulan ship, so I can basically immediately cloak. Romulan ships are OP. This ship is just OP entirely by itself. The Canadian Defender. You can see I've got quite a lot of masteries complete. I'm currently working on this one's masteries, as I just need enhanced weapon banks and sniper. Then and real quick, as soon as you get tier 6 ships, don't just leave them sitting around. Do something with them. Get their masteries up. If you can unlock the ship's masteries, you get a special skill. These skills can go from just healing to a lot of damage. Next, I'm going to be working on the ISS Concorde, which is my Gagarin warship. I never really used it. I never found a use for it. I have finished every ship that is in here except for this one, considering it is the exact same one as the CDS Meow. I just got it for the fighters. I finished the other Meow right here. I finished the DV Meow. I finished the Lexington. I finished Artery Vryn. And oh no, this is other Meow. This is future other Meow. I always have like ISS, so that is that little thing. What you're gonna want to know is doing those are gonna help you out in the long run. As you can see, I've almost got every ship completed on my list that I've got here. But this is just this list. I haven't completed every ship. I need to finish all of my ships soon. I'm going to start writing the ones I have finished down. That's a very good way to keeping track with what you've got done, so you can just discharge them, because I can just get these back. Now, when you're a higher level, you're going to be really tempted to buy a ship. If you buy a ship, or you get a ship from the Zen store, I'm not buying one, I'm just showing y'all. If you get any of these ships here, you can just reclaim them. Boom. Wait, when was I able to get this? Huh. Interesting, I got the retrofit of it. I can use that. So let's say if I were to want to buy, let me see. Tier 6 and Tier 5 and Tier 1 through 4 reclaims. Those are all, buy it, keep it for your account. So let's say you buy the ship and you decide, hey, I'm done with this ship, I got a new one, I'm gonna discharge it. You discharge the ship, the later you're like, I want it back. You press view item details, and then you press just claim. Give you a nice little neat box, or it'll put it right back into its slot. Sometimes it's weird like that. Oh, we have a thing completed with Admiralty. See, that is done. Okay, so I got dilithium for that. Dilithium ore. Now, on to something that you're going to want to learn for all levels. This is a thing that you're going to learn for all levels, no matter what you're at. Let's say you have something that you like, a weapon that you like, but it's getting too low level for you to be able to use it now. You're too high level for it. You're going to want to go to your inventory, and then you're just going to go right up, want to go to upgrade item. Now, you're going to be able to upgrade items quite a lot. This is only an XIV, but it can get to XV. Now, tech upgrades, there are a bunch of types. This is basic cannon weapons, which basically doesn't do too much. Does a little bit. Now, Phoenix Prize Pack stuff, though, that's a different story. Phoenix Prize Packs, you're going to want to always have them. If you ever get a Phoenix Prize Pack, you don't like what you get from it, go and get Phoenix Universal Tech upgrades. They will be very useful. Upgrade, boom. It's upgraded. Upgrade. You can get quite a lot of them.
The shuttle to Saturn will leave in 0830 hours.
This is the last one I can do, but as you can see, its next upgrade will be the final upgrade. So whatever it does here, it's going to do times 5 of it. And that's why I had that off, so I could upgrade that and show that to y'all. Now it's going to do a whole lot more damage because I upgraded it. Now another thing, you can also re-engineer items. Don't recommend doing it for every item, but I'm going to do it with this. Basically what it does is, basically all it does is you can kind of customize what it does with its capabilities. It's going to have more shield capabilities than it originally had, or more health or something. Now, another thing you're going to notice are events. This is something you want to do in mid-level as well. Hold on. See, I'm claiming them. Events are very important. You're even going to want to do these things called red alerts. They're not a big event, but they're still a smaller event. You want to do this every day. When you first see the red alert, you want to do it every day. This one is a 10-day red alert, for instance. What these red alerts do is, I'm going to show you, they can get you certain things. Let me see. So events, Japan red alert. You can get reward info, experimental ship token, ultimate upgrade, or a specialty point. If I were y'all, I would choose the experimental ship token. You get one device slot, one universal console slot, and one starship tray. You can only upgrade them here or at wherever your space dock is, your ship selection is. Cannot do it in space. Don't think that'd go very well if you tried to upgrade it in space. But you literally can't anyways. I'm going to be right back though, while I wait for this thing. Never mind.
The shuttle to Saturn will leave at 0830 hours.
Okay, is it gonna do it or no? I'd always recommend doing the Borg one as well. It's pretty fast and people like to do the Borg one instead of the other ones. It works. I never readied up for it. That's what happened.
Security team, report to Token Base.
Apparently I didn't ready up for it. Okay, I'm on standby for it. Yeah, you can only do it every 24 hours, but would be recommended to do them when it's ready. But you don't have to do it when it's ready. You can do it every time you're able to do it. You can just keep going. And if you keep going at it, your experience will go up slowly, and your masteries will be completed a lot faster. Just by doing normal TFOs, it was a butt to do the ISS Lexington Legendary Dreadnought Cruisers final two upgrades. It was a butt to do them. But for this ship, I've only done that mission 3 times, and each time it completes mastery. Next mastery is going to be the lesson before the last one. This ship, I'm not used to using, but you still want to get everything possible. You can see, I'm working with other players here. Just go fight the cube. Tactical cube, here I come. And I use that. Fighting a giant box here. I don't get to see the big explosion considering I have disintegration and stuff. The other ships will warp out after this guy comes in. You want to destroy this ship. Here, I'm not gonna shoot those cannons that I have. You're about to see what it looks like when it fully blows up. It just splits in half. I could have shot in torpedoes at it, but I didn't want to let y'all miss this chance to see it. No, I am. Look, it actually just starts to like break down. Sounds like we're in water. You can't actually even fly through it. It actually sounds creepy too. You wouldn't actually be able to hear explosions in space, you'd notice it, but... Well, yeah. Be glad we can't hear stuff in space. If we heard stuff in space, we'd hear the sun blaring at us all day. It's doing wow, 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 whatever it does. Be annoying. So that's what that TFO is for. Now time for medium levels. Meaning I'm gonna have to switch characters. Let's see. Where do I have a level 30? Because I see I have a level 23, but do I have a level 30 instead? No. Well, looks like we're gonna have to go with the level 23. So, whenever you're level 23, usually this is the part of the game where you're actually interested in the game. You're actually like, hey, I want to keep playing this. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm only allowed to use Federation sanctioned ships for this character, which is actually perfect. This is perfect for examples. As you can see, I'm pretty sure my character is a tactical on this character. Oh, I forgot to show y'all endeavors. I'll go back to that in a little bit. Whatever. So as you can see, this ship, yeah, it's a tactical ship. I am a tactical officer. Makes sense for that. Another thing you're gonna realize, as soon as you get to mid-levels, you need to also work on some engineering and some science stuff. Or you're not gonna be able to get that far with the rest of these. So, as you can see here, I have a wheel. This wheel and this wheel are very useful. High-yield torpedoes, I have 2 of them. You don't need 2. What you're going to do is you're going to want to go to our space dock and buy something to replace the other high-yield torpedoes. But you want to set these ones on auto and these ones on auto all the time, whenever possible. Go into combat, they'll immediately just activate. Can't do it. Oh, you can. I wouldn't do that on that though. Battery capacitor. So this is an escort. Really quickly, we're going to go to the Sol system. When you are a middle level kind of guy, you're going to notice that you are going to need a lot of other things, such as things for leveling, and a whole lot of other things. There's a belt sitting here randomly, I'm messing with it. Just checking the time. And this, as soon as we're done with this stuff, and I'll show you what endeavors are and how y'all can use them. Boom. At our space dock. By the way, if you're ever looking for a fleet, just go to Earth Space Dock. You can either just fly through those doors or hold that button, press dock. Hold X and press dock and dock at the station.
Holodeck time can be reserved at the kiosk on deck 48.
So, let's say you got two things that you don't want on your character's starship traits. Come over here, go down here, go to Bridge Officer Training, go to the store. See, I have a lot of energy credits. You're gonna want to buy one of these. Actually, how do I have so many energy credits? Probably because he's like a special guy. He's probably got something special. That's a character. So tactical space. See, so it's level 1 stuff. So probably want to replace beams fire at will with the high yield torpedoes with. No, we already got that. What we need is beams fire at will. But it's still helpful to get as many as you want. Or need. We'll also get that. So at this level, pretty much high yield torpedoes are just pretty much just strong torpedoes at this point. A little stronger. So we get tactical team there, and we'll replace high yield over here. Well, let's buy both for him with beams fire at will. This basically fires all around you. This fire is just a strong beam.
The shuttle to Saturn will leave at 0830 hours.
Now, for that character, I'd actually recommend you get an engineering thing. So get one at 2. Oh, and also, remember to promote your officers. If you don't promote them, they're not really going to be able to do anything. Boom. Now, you can have the engineering team too.
Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
Oh, and make sure to select it. Now we beam up to our ship. We probably will see a difference in what our selection has. So usually when you're a lower level, you don't understand the differences between the bigger ships and the smaller ships. If you're a tactical, you want the smaller ships. Most of them are escorts. It's something a tactical is able to adapt to a lot better than an engineer. An engineer is more adapted to being able to fly big ships and healing small little ships. Here, we'll do that. And auto execute whenever these things are ready. Auto execute. Okay, that's annoying. So you can see we now have all these. Boom. I know I'm just wasting them, but that cloak is only for a certain thing I've got. I'm really fast now. Let me go. Meow. Meow. Yeah, you don't want to be flying a science ship as an engineer. Well, that's one of the oddest things you will do. One of the oddest things I've seen, though. Here, I'll show you what I mean. So most science ships, some science ships have a weird look to them.
Arriving from Starfleet Academy must report to Admiral Quinn's office upon arrival.
Here, I'll show you for example. Now people may be like, oh, that's a cool looking ship. Probably can fit a lot of crew onto it. Here. So these are most tier 1 ships. You're gonna get this ship first if you're... No, wait, it's this one. You're gonna get this ship first. Miranda class. This little doohickey here. Or McCloskey. Or Constitution. Or whatever faction it is you're getting in. Alright, not Constitution. I mean, utility cruiser. T-less. I'd ask scroll out. What the heck was that? Just like an ant bites biting me. You go to tier 2 ships. People are always like, "Oh, this must be a big ship, a cruiser. This thing must be big." And they're like, "Yeah, it's a big ship, but they're a science officer, and then they don't know that this is also pretty useful for them. So it gives them 2 science console slots. This thing is mostly meant for science officers. Basically, escorts are tactical. Basically, science goes with science, engineers goes with engineers, tacticals goes with tacticals. But if you're good enough, you can adapt to all. The next one are these. You're about to see what I say by the science vessels look a little strange. Next variant. Oh, most science vessels have that little weird ball on them. Don't know why, but they do. It either looks like that, it's kind of hollow, got a shield there. Looks like that, fully filled in. Kind of weird top look. And then that's the mirror version. Or it's just a big ball. Or it's just a small, weird looking ball. Or it looks like a wheel. And that's this one for the engineers. This one's built for engineering. This ship showed up in one episode of Star Trek. Now for the next ship. The next ship would be this one, which is the one I'm currently using on this character. This is the tactical that you'll get for this level. And so on and so forth. You can get different levels of ships and everything. Tier 4, Tier 5, and then it's up to you after that what you get. Reputation. I'll show you what that is in a bit. I gotta go back to my main tune to show y'all everything in that. Which is endeavors and a few other things.
I'm currently stuck on what to play.
And then he also has a wireless charger.
I'm not gonna go on a fleet right now. You want to try and look for a small but not too small fleet. I'm looking for a medium size for my character. Oh my god, there's another tall guy here. On my area. Yeah, that's my little post he's on. I always walk up there. Let's do this side instead. My assault team. Okay. Oh, they're gone. Next thing you're gonna want to do for endeavors. Endeavors are very important when you get to a higher level. Well, they're right there. As you can see, it says endeavors. You want to do those. You don't have to do them all the time. But you might want to do them. Yeah. Boost your entire account. Basically, if you put one endeavor into health, everybody gets one endeavor of health extra on your entire account. You can literally probably work on it all with your entire account too. But you can only do one, up to 3, 4 a day. Also, duty officers are very important. You start doing these at med level. Basically, just press square. I tend to just randomize them. If I can't do it, I can't do it. They'll get you a little bit of experience, a little bit of ship experience. They'll get you a little bit of stuff. Spend a little money on them. Can't do it, you can't do it. Can do it, you can. So I'm just pressing square. Eventually you'll run out of room. I got 20 in progress, that's the max you can do. Almost to the next level. I don't know where to go for endeavors right now because I haven't done them in a little bit. Now you want to do your endeavors. Pretty useful. Another thing is exchange. I'm going to show you this. So I already used some of my dilithium to buy those Phoenix prize pack things, so I can show you all what to do with those. I knew I'd get nothing out of them but level stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to come here. This is the exchange. There's 2 versions. You can buy or you can sell you can buy Zen or you can sell Zen for dilithium. Usually selling it back, you get a lot less selling it than for buying it. When you sell it, you want to go for the most expensive price right here. As you can see, you get quite a lot. But you give quite a lot for that amount of Zen. So let's say I would want to buy one. Just want to buy 1 Zen. Boom. Let's say I withdraw that. But I would always withdraw it. Don't leave it in there. Now let's say I want to sell that 1 Zen. It's worth less. Basically, you buy it, you basically have it used. Now at that point, so it's gone. You can't use it, you can't bring it back. Low buy as well. You're gonna notice that you get these strange little orange things whenever you open a lockbox. It's called low buy. Low buy can be used for quite a lot of stuff. From ships. Look at all these ships. Crew members. Space equipment. Like weapons, cores, and all that. Gear, ground gear, like weapons, armor, and all that. Shields even. Like you can actually get something from this store that's basically like it actually turns someone into a Borg. You can get costumes with it that you can't get off any other store like Zen or Low Buy or whatever. Lobo, not Lobi. Lobi has basically every very rare thing. Vanity Pets.
Security teams, report to Talkie Bay 6.
Vanity Pets are just basically very expensive pets. Like, they don't fight too much, but they can fight. Let me see. Non-combat. And most of them are non-combat. I don't actually think you can even get a combat. Nope. Devices. Booster packs.
Report to Talkie Bay 6.
Little things that you might find interesting, but pretty much useless for you. But yeah, you can get weapons such as this. Calls in allies, and they just fall down there though. You can get ships, you can get, let me see. Ah, right. Here. This is another weapon you have to get off Lobi. Pretty big weapon. That was a lot of damage. It showed up in one of the movies, in the first of the, I think, J.J. Abrams verse. It showed up. So, last thing before I go is you're gonna want to do reputation. You can see almost all of mine are tier 6. Tier 6 ships make it easy. When you get these things to tier 6, it makes it easier to do it on your other characters. I'm just finishing up on Species 8472, also known as the Undine. I'm on the last tier, and boom, I am done. Alright. So that's Discovery, Task Force Omega, New Kara, New Romulus, Dyson, Species 8472, Delta Alliance, Iconian, Terran, Temporal, Lucari, Competitive, Gamma. Now these are only going to be able to get and do with these little marks you get. You always get these little marks after doing TFOs. Well, that's what they're used for. But only that. I recommend you do them as much as you can. Very useful. Now, that is going to end off this live stream for a little bit of support on this game. There's the person who invited me. If they invite me and I don't find them, I will, and I can't challenge them to a battle. Well, then they're done. I'm not gonna do it. If I beat them in a battle, then why should I be in their fleet? Oh, it is that person over there. Alright, but that's gonna end off this live stream. I'm probably gonna go fight that person. And I'm gonna see you later. Bye. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment.